Good morning. I saw this reaction from TV4. This is a media company here in Sweden. Now, some time ago now, you remember this big march in the UK with Katie Hopkins and Tommy Robinson and hundreds of thousands of people, like maybe 1 million people, you remember, of course. TV4 here in Sweden, they reported on it. And they said, this is a right-wing extremist march. See? These people are right-wing extremists. Right. And then somebody reported them and said, no, they can't say this. And here in Sweden we have something called like a review board. This is like a government thing. They look into what media is saying, you see. So this guy reported TV4 to the review board, and the review board said, no, you couldn't say this. This was wrong, what you said about this march in the UK. You don't know all these people? Well, that's not what they said, but they said you can't do it, and you have to correct this thing, see. So it's quite embarrassing for TV4. Now they have to publicly announce that what they said about the march was wrong. All right. So it's not a big deal, of course. Nothing really happens. It's just a bit embarrassing for them, right? But the reaction from TV4 was this. You know what they said? The excuse they said for saying this? They said, The Guardian said it, and the CNN said it, that it was a right-wing extremist march. That's what they said. See? They are like children, aren't they? You know, it's like, you know, you have a child, you catch the child trying to set fire to a building or a barn or something. You say, what are you doing, Bill? You can't do this. You can't set fire to this barn. Right? And that's a reaction from a child sometimes, isn't it? Bill, he says, sitting there with the matches, you know. But my friend did the same thing. Oh, over to his place, my friend, Bob. So that's the reaction from TV4. Right. I also saw, I've been thinking about this thing. So this is what I don't understand. Even if I understand that the justice system is so corrupt and all of this, I understand this, right? The police officers quite often corrupt. You know, what's going on with the Epstein people? You know, if you were to, let's say you were to slap a guy, like an important guy, like Macron, that actually happened in Paris, I think. So this guy slapped Macron. So what happened to him? Oh, well, there were police officers on top of him immediately. And he was he was arrested, of course. It happened very, very quickly, didn't it? That's what would happen to you or me if we did something like this. You went over to slap Keir Starmer, right? There would be 60 police officers on you immediately. Now, these people, what they did, you know, Epstein and his so-called friends, all these assholes, the police and the FBI, they know, of course, what happened. They know what they did. Do you see any police officers on top of these guys, like Bill Clinton? There's nothing. Nothing is going on. Nothing happens to them. And even if I understand that the system is totally messed up, I understand. But still, it's weird, isn't it? No? How can these people live with themselves? They are not doing anything. And I believe they know that some children some children died. They are in the ground now, some children, because of what happened, because of these assholes abusing children. And still nothing is happening. I think it's sick, of course. I said, well, I heard this lady, Pam Bondi, she said something like, oh, there's so many of them. We can't do them all, take them all to justice. The system would collapse. How about one of them? Just take one of them. Pick one. No? And drag the guy to court and put him in jail. No, I would vote for Bill Clinton. Why don't you do Bill Clinton? I'm sure you know what he did. You know what he did. So why don't you just take one of them? Take him. No, he's getting old. Maybe a bit senile now, I don't know. So take him before he's too old or before he dies. Put him there. What's the matter with you? People understand this thing, I think. That people, like in the UK, Pakistani guy grooming, raping a girl. And, now we have to hide this thing, but somebody posting on social media something, there are 500 police officers coming over. People understand this, the people get to know about these things. So, of course, we have to do something. Something needs to happen here about justice. There's no justice? No, I don't think there is. And that's not a good sign, is it? What will happen to a society where there is no justice? What's going to happen eventually? Well, look around you. This is the result. Right. Be good.